After having gained access to OMNIAlog, you will see the status page. Although differing in content, all OMNIAlog pages have the same layout. In fact, the pages consist of three parts. The left-hand menu enables navigation between the various OMNIAlog pages. It consists of 5 main pages that can be expanded by clicking on them. This also gives access to any pop-up pages. This menu is therefore used for navigating between the various OMNIAlog configuration pages. The page itself that changes depending on the function chosen from the left-hand menu. The page header containing 6 icons useful in having an immediate situation report of the OMNIAlog status without needing to navigate between the pages. In fact, these icons change color or the underlying text depending on the status of the function they represent. Starting from the left, you can find the user icon. This icon does not change color. However, the text below it bears the name of the account with which you logged in. There are 2 accounts available, admin and user. These accounts cannot be changed. The second icon, OMNIAlog Status, changes color based upon the status of the data logger itself. In fact, it is red if OMNIAlog is either inactive or undergoing configuration, yellow in the case in which OMNIAlog is in run mode but is not, at the moment, carrying out an acquisition, and green if OMNIAlog is in the run mode and is carrying out an acquisition. Furthermore, the text below the icon can be configured by the user, who can assign a name to the data logger via the OMNIAlog configuration page. This ID is used for data export. The third icon, Alarm, shows the presence of alarms relative to both the configured sensors and the data logger itself. In fact, it becomes red in the case of an alarm and green in the absence of an alarm. In the case of an alarm, if the user sees the log alarm via the Data Monitor Alarm page, the icon becomes green again. This means that by checking this icon upon the next access, the user will be able to see if there are new alarms present. The fourth icon, Firmware, shows the presence of new firmware. If OMNIAlog is connected to the Internet via HSPA router, GPRS modem, or ADSL fixed line, every 7 days it checks for the presence of new firmware on the Sysgeo website. The icon is green if the firmware on board OMNIAlog is the latest version, or if OMNIAlog cannot verify the presence of new firmware. The icon is red if the firmware on board OMNIAlog is not the latest version. The fifth icon, Supply, shows the type of power supply OMNIAlog is using. It shows a plug if OMNIAlog is being supplied by an external supply, via a photovoltaic module or via the mains electricity. Below this is shown the voltage. A battery is shown if OMNIAlog is running on its internal batteries. In this case, the icon indicates the level of charge, showing a green and fully charged battery if the battery percentage is between 100 and 75%, an orange and half-charged battery if the percentage is between 74 and 20%, and a red and almost completely discharged battery if the charge percentage is between 19 and 1%. The sixth and final icon, Date and Time, shows the date and time set on OMNIAlog. The icons are automatically updated every 60 seconds.